Hey there, and welcome to another episode of the Stellar Studio Sessions. If you need to stay ahead of the digital media curve with snack-sized insights, analyses, and opportunities, then this podcast was created just for you. Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of the Stellar Studio Sessions. My name is Richie Mashiko, and today I'm going to be talking about how you can get more signups to your email list. So, even in 2019, email is still one of the highest converting channels in the world of digital marketing. I believe the stat is that for every dollar marketers spend on email, they get an average of $40 in return. So that ROI is through the roof. It is crazy. And that surprised me a little bit, knowing how much email that I get sent and how much of that gets sent straight to my trash folder. But that's beside the point. So now that we know that email is such a valuable channel in marketing channel in general, the question is, how do you get more people onto your email list? And to answer that question, the best method that I've seen companies use is what's called a milestone referral giveaway email campaign. And essentially what that campaign does is that when people sign up to your email list, each person gets a unique link. Now that person has the ability to share that link with their friends, their families, their colleagues. And for every certain amount of people that sign up to the email list using that link, the person with that link gets a reward. So a really good example of a company who's executed this type of milestone referral email campaign is Harry's Razors. So the quick story of Harry's Razors was that before they launched, they got 100,000 email signups in a week. And that's before they launched. Imagine launching on your first day to 100,000 people on a channel that is one of the best converting channels of marketing. That's crazy. And how do they do this? So essentially for every fifth person that someone got that signed up through their link, they would get shaving cream. At 10 people, they would get another prize. At 25 people, they would get another prize. And at 50 people, they would get another prize, right? So this prize structure incentivizes people to get more email signups. And not all those signups are going to be high quality leads. But if email is a numbers game, then this is a really good way to build up an email list. And there are companies, media companies out here that you may or may not have heard of, but who have multi-million-dollar valuations and have built multi-million-dollar businesses on the back of email. And one of these companies is called Skim, which is essentially a daily newsletter that is sent out to their email list, which primarily consists of millennial females. And essentially what that newsletter does is tell people what's going on in the news in a way that's easy to understand, that's not going to take you 20 minutes to read, and that just gives you the information so that you are informed and could take part in conversations in your life wherever those conversations may come up. And essentially what the Skim has is this program called Skim Ambassadors, where if you get 10 people to sign up for the Skim using your link, you would become a quote-unquote Skim ambassador, where you get access to certain perks like merchandise and access to a Facebook group and birthday shout-outs and things like that, where it doesn't cost a lot of money, but it's something that makes you feel a part of the community and it makes you feel really involved in the Skim. And the Skim, I believe they raised a ton of venture capital money and are doing a lot in ad revenue. And their primary way of growing their company was through that email newsletter. So it's probably harder for B2B brands or service-based businesses to execute a campaign like this. But for all you consumer brands out there, this is probably one of the best ways that I've seen to get a lot of people sign up to your email list very quickly. And like we said before, email is still one of the highest converting channels in digital marketing. And just having a huge email list that you could blast, or even better, create a relationship with with your brand and your people on your email list, that is something super powerful and super valuable that your brand could have. And before I forget, creating this campaign, this type of giveaway referral campaign, is that it technically it could be pretty challenging. So a tool that I recommend to build this campaign is called Viral Loops, Viral Loops. And basically what they've created is some sort of widget that can integrate onto a ton of different sites. You could just place that widget on your site and you could have this sort of email referral campaign up and running with very little code, I believe. So if this is something you're interested in, go check them out, Viral Loops. And with that, I think you guys have a great start on how to get a ton of email signups. And I hope this podcast was really valuable and gave you something that you could take away and start implementing today or next week or whenever it is. And we'll see you guys on the next episode of the Stellar Studio Sessions. Thank you so much for listening. Don't forget to rate, review, and subscribe wherever you get your podcast. And we'll see you next time, guys. Bye. Well, that just about does it for this episode of the Stellar Studio Sessions. Be sure to subscribe for more daily digital media insights, analyses, and opportunities. And don't forget to rate and review so we can bring you the best daily content possible. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you again tomorrow for another episode.